Hey guys, so I am at the park with Waffles. I've been coming to the park after my surgery and just getting some fresh air. I can't do much walking, Pilates, or kickboxing or anything. Good girl. Look at this. Look at this. Menace to society. You see that? Menace to society. So, anyways, I'm super excited for a lot of things that are coming up in 2025. 2024 was not a fun year, but it was a year that needed a deep cleaning, deep emotional cleaning and professional and all that. No, I mean, not that I changed jobs or anything like that, but just really clarifying what my offer is and making sure that I reach my target audience in the right place, at the right time, in the right way. So, yeah, this is not going to be polished because I haven't been able to go live for a while. But I am going to be starting a partnership in 2025 with a marketing coach. So she is going to take the marketing from my clients, and I'm going to take the online course creation for her. So when you are doing marketing and when you're doing course creation, it actually uses different sides of your brain. So it's like a very hard switch. So it's almost like switching languages, because the language that you use to be conversational is not necessarily the same the same language that you use to be informational. So it's very different. So I'm super excited about that. And then I am going to be offering my own course. I was offering it as invitation only because I give away so many good things in there. And I always say that it's more about value than information, but this information was relevant and valuable because remember, I've been in teaching for more than 20 years. I've been in teaching, I've been in marketing, I've been in editing, course creation for like a while. So when I was my course, it was priced really high and it was invitation only. And then I decided, you know what? This is a tough job market, and this is like a lot of people have a lot of good information that somebody needs. So I was like, well, let me figure out how I can do this so that it's still relevant and good information, and it gets to the right people. It gets to people like you who really, really need to reach your clients, to either get warm leads, to welcome an audience with like a 2-module course, just to really make things great for you. So I'm working on that, and then I've changed up my tiers. So I'm going to be doing hey guys, where are you from? Oh my God, hi guys. Wow, this is the most people I've ever had on a live. So I am from Miami. I'm actually in the park in Miami. So this is what a post hurricane looks like. So we had 2 hurricanes in a row. We had Helene and Milton. We didn't have them down here, but we had the after effects. So that's kind of where I am now. But to go back, I'm going to be offering different tiers for you guys. So like I said, I'm going to be offering a course for about, let me know, I'm thinking about 47 to make it affordable for everybody. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I have never had 14 people in my stream. It's usually dead, thank God. Oh, and 3 likes, thank you guys. So what do you guys think about, hi Michelle. Oh my God, my best friend's name is Michelle. Let me know what you guys think in terms of price, because it's gonna be a 9-module course. So I'm gonna show you how to create a course. I'm gonna show you how to market a course. And I'm gonna show you how to build a community. Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see everyone here. But so I'm going to be giving 3 new tiers. So my top tier is going to be done for you. So we have a meeting, and then I take care of everything. And then in a month or 2, I just basically email you and say, here we go, review it, and let's make some changes. And then the first tier is going to be, I'm going to sit down with you and we're going to plot out your course. We're going to plot out your marketing, and that's going to take like an hour. And then I'm still working on the middle tier. So what do you guys want for the middle tier? Yes, you guys, please don't spam. This is like super, super important to me. I don't know who Juana Duran is. But what do you guys want to see for your middle tier? So the first tier is going to be, we sit down and I plot out your course for you. I plot out your modules, your lessons. Can someone moderate the chat for me? Because I've actually never had this many people in here before. So, Lebo, can I make you the moderator? Is that okay? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. So that's what I'm working on, is what do you guys think about for the middle tier? Because remember, I'm here for you. So I have a full-time job as an instructional designer and copywriter. So I'm not here to get it so that you guys are, you know, not able to make your dreams come true. I'm here to work with you guys. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much, Blebo. So let me know what you think, because I really want it so that you guys can afford to have an online course made, because this is going to be like, I'm venturing to say $1 trillion industry. It's inching up to $1 billion in 2 years. And like, if you get into it now, and you establish your reputation, you can sell courses on repeat. Because remember, I have some clients that sell one course. Fine, that's great. But I have clients that sell courses on repeat based on their reputation. And part of my services is reputation management, because you guys, there was a lady in the pandemic and she promised everyone that they could 10 times their income as a social media manager. That is an outrageous claim, because I've been a social media manager. That's an outrageous claim, outrageous. And so she was basically run out of her industry. I think she's doing real estate now. Yeah, I think she's doing real estate in like, what is it, Reseda? I think she's doing it in Reseda. So you guys have to really, let me know what you think. But yeah, part of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is, hi from the Netherlands. Hi, I'm in Miami. I love the Netherlands. Oh my God, the food there is so great. This is my little baby. Hi. So part of what we're going to work on with your course is crystal clear course objectives and answering any questions. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, because I'll make videos about them. And I'm not kidding. Like, thank you. Her name is Waffle. She's from the pound. She's my bestest friend. Yeah, when I was recovering from surgery, she was such a good girl. So anytime now that she wants to go to the park or on a walk, we are there. I mean, it's never was a question before, but now it's like, you want to go? And then I budget twice as much time for her. So you guys, what questions do you have? Because I wanted, oh, sorry, there's a plane going overhead. Yeah, she's a good girl. Look at that Faith. Look at that note of that Faith. And she got a lot of chicken sausage. So you guys, so a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about today are, and I talk about this a lot. You'll see in a lot of my other lives that I talk about this so much. You have to go small to go big. Again, you have to go small to go big. The riches are in the niches. Ah! Okay? So think about how granular you can get with your niches, because a niche and niche doesn't matter. I mean, like, I was an English teacher, like a writing and language arts teacher. So however way anyone wants to pronounce it is fine by me. And I interchange them just depending on what I'm rhyming with. So in order to go big, you have to go small. So think about the niches that are in your reach and what you really, really want to work on. So for example, I was working with a nutritionist, and she was a gallbladder nutritionist. So she was specializing in people who had gallstone issues. And that was like the best thing ever. She was very specific. She called herself the gallbladder nutritionist. You can find her anywhere on social. That's her name. Her name is Olivia. She is so talented. You know, you don't really think of nutritionists being artists, but she's an artist. She is an artist. But what's it called? So when you want to go and make a lot of money, you have to get as granular as possible. So if you guys, oh yes. So if you guys want to drop your niche in, we can workshop it and we can get as granular as you want. So is the gallbladder nutritionist. I've worked with a nutritionist. So this is something that I talk about so much because I was so excited about this course. She's a nutritionist for women in their 40s who are on Ozempic. So I don't know if any of you guys are on Ozempic, but you don't want to eat, which is theoretically a great thing, but your body screams for nutrients. Like I'm craving zucchini. So your body sends signals through craving. And when you're in your 40s, you know, your bone density goes down, you know, your hormones change. So I suggested that she deal with perimenopausal women who are taking Ozempic. And there's a lot of things that you guys might even think about when it comes to like that sort of niche, but it's how do you handle your cravings? How do you balance out your hormones? And how do you still socialize? Because I don't know if you guys have gone out to dinner with someone who's on Ozempic. They don't want to eat anything. Like you'll be sitting there and you're like, oh my God, these pot stickers are amazing. And they're like, oh, I'm just going to drink my lemonade and miso soup. And it's like, what? So it's kind of, and we're social creatures, especially around food. So we did a model about how to stick to your diet while still being social. Because like in America, at least, you want people who are going to have like a little bit of alcohol and who have some food, because otherwise it makes people suspicious, and it shouldn't be that way. I haven't yet, but I don't have many friends near me to do that with, but I think that's quite for sure. It's really crazy. My best friend, she won't mind me saying this. I don't remember which one she's on. I just call it Ozempic. It's Mounjaro. And like for the first few weeks that she was on it, when she would come to my building, she would just drink water and miso soup, and it was just, and I couldn't, you know, and it didn't feel hindering because she needed to feel comfortable. And like, I'm not going to shame anybody for whatever they want. They want to eat worms, I'm all for it. But it's a different dynamic. It's very much a different dynamic when you are able to eat what everyone else is eating, and then you not only don't want to eat, but you can't eat. So that is like one thing to consider. And so we started fleshing it out. And then one thing that I always recommend to people is they go on Reddit and they start finding communities of their niche. And because there's always a sub niche within the niche. You know, like within the 90s, like if you're a big 90s fan, there was the sub niche of people who loved Blur, people who loved Oasis, people who loved both equally, and people who hated both equally. You know, I hope she can start eating what others are eating without feeling nervous. Yeah. So what we started doing with my friend is we just started going to Japanese restaurants because she got her lemonade and she got her miso soup. And if she wanted anything off my plate, I was like more than happy to give her some, because I don't believe in food shaming at all. I believe that if someone comes to you and is like, hey, listen, these are my limitations, you got to be like, okay, why not? You know, and she, you know, it was hard for her. Poor thing, she was sick for a long time. Like there was at one point, we had a birthday party for our friend Patty, and I had got a tarot reader to zoom in, like we were gonna do like a whole thing, and the poor thing spent the entire like party on the sofa green. Like when she had her tarot reading, she was like alive and great, but like you could tell she was counting down the minutes until she left. You know what, it doesn't make any sense, because Let me make sure she doesn't go. It's a good girl. No, 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 no. It's okay. It's okay. Waffles always wants to make friends at the park. But yeah, no, in America, like especially, it's like crazy because in America, people will, hold on one second. Waffies, no. People will shame you for eating seed oils. So it's like, oh, gross. I don't go to Whole Foods anymore because they have seed oils. And it's like, that some people can afford. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's some people who are like, oh, you know, like, oh, darling. Oh, I only eat, you know, things that are cooked in beef tallow. And you're sitting there and you're like, that's very specific. Like, I can't imagine being, no, because when I was poor, I was eating 7-Eleven hot dogs. And those were delicious to me. So when someone tries to be like, oh, you eat this, that, and the other, or you don't eat organic, or blah, 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 and it's like, no. I eat food so I can live. Like, I've got a lot of responsibilities. I'm not going to sit there and starve myself. And like I said, when I'm fully healed up from surgery, I'm going to go back to Pilates. But I had to take, you know, time off. You know, because no, yeah, it's like I don't understand why I need to eat something specific just for your, oh yeah, people, especially people in America, oh my God, the seed oils are crazy to me. How are you going to be such a nerd that you're going to sit there and stare at people's plates and judge them? And Whole Foods is not cheap. Whole Foods is very expensive, and they have a delicious hot bar, and it's like, oh no, seed oils, or, you know, and then we have this guy, who sits in the supermarket shelves without a shirt on and without shoes, and he talks about how gross everything is. And I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. Good girl. Hold on, let me just tell this to her. Go!
Well, if I'm
you know. But yeah, no, that's just gross. Oh yeah, no, for sure. People will shame you for everything. And so I got these little juice shots because I like the little bit of cayenne. And someone was like, oh, those are from Trader Joe's. They don't count. I go to Trader Joe's once, like in a blue moon. And it's like, so then someone's like, oh, it's from Trader Joe's. And then someone else is like, oh, you drink juice? And it's like, are you people like that hard pressed to try to be snobby? Like, get a life. Yep. Yep. Yeah, no, people here are super snobby when it comes to food. And we're like we're not a skinny nation. So people being like shaming each other for food, it's like listen, I'm American. I'm a native Floridian. I was born in Bartow, and people that are so weird. And then during the hurricane, it's so funny, during the hurricane, people are like, they act like it's a trowel. And so what they do is they will just buy hurricane snacks. And like when you're a native Floridian, you have to have food that will last for a week. So you are better off eating protein bars and drinking water rather than getting the sugary cereals and the alcohol and like the carbs and all that. So, Waffles, come here. Come here, good girl. We have to be careful. It's like having a binge. Oh yeah. Look at this baby. Oh. Hi, how are you? Good. Hopefully we won't get another hurricane, right? Oh my God, wouldn't that be amazing? No, that's not for you, Waffles. Hold on. Let me get her a ball, sorry. Ah! Sorry, guys. Oh. Oh. I had surgery this week, so I'm a little sore. Thank you. But yeah, Waffles is gonna go. Oh my God. My dog is the friendliest dog you will ever meet. So when we're in the elevators of my building, she is like licking people's knees. She is like trying to do everything. But, you know, so then we come here to the park, and we used to belong to a dog group, and it used to be super great. But then, you know, it got to be too much. And, you know, I have a full-time job, and then I have this business, and sometimes it's like I want the dog to make sure that she gets her energy out, she runs, she has her hot girl walks. So sometimes when I was going to the park, she wasn't exercising as much because we weren't getting as much one-on-one time. So that's why we're out here. But oh yeah, no, she makes out with everybody. She's so friendly and she's so cute. Let me tell you, she's from the pound. So if you guys ever need to get a dog, get one from the pound, because she is a great dog. It took me a long time to work with her because she was very food aggressive and very dog aggressive when I got her. So I had to work a lot with her, but she's an incredible dog. And she's a Thai Ridgeback. So she's very smart, she's very strong. I could walk at midnight anywhere. So she's very friendly, but she's also very protective. So she will lose her mind if someone like starts going after me. So they are incredible. Well, that's good that you're managing your business. Oh my God. Yeah, you know what though? I gotta tell you, it's a lot. Like, I love Waffles, but it's a lot. Like, I take her to the park for an hour a day, and then throughout the day, we do 5 walks. So she gets 5 15-minute walk a day, so 1 before work. Yep. And then we're gonna do one, before we go to sleep, but I'm trying to get her out here because I feel so guilty about like being cooped up last week. Oh my God, yeah, this dog has such a life. Let me tell you, so Saturday mornings, we walk to the coffee shop, and she gets, this French bakery, so she gets Pup Cup, and she gets like a little dog treat, and then we go to the park, we come back, and then whenever she wants to go for a walk, just go. And then we go for the walk, and then we come back to the house, and then it's basically whatever she wants. So sometimes we go to the dog beach. Sometimes we go to the dog beach. Sometimes we go to different dog parks, depending on what she wants. And it's just whatever she wants. I don't know. I'm just of the belief that, you know, she's such a good girl and she's so protective that, you know, it's good for her to be out and about. Right? Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't know, Bleepo, if you have a dog, but keeping them happy is like so paramount, but it's like crazy to keep them happy because you have to like manage their expectations, because she doesn't have her dog best friend anymore. She used to. You have 2? What dogs do you have? Because she's a Thai Ridgeback, or some people say that she's Malinois. I'm like, sure, whatever. You know, you could say she's a space. I'm like, sure, why not? But yeah, no, I have actually been thinking about having 2. I've wanted to have 2 for a while. You know, especially since I'm in my new building and we have a dog park downstairs. I'm thinking about getting her a small dog, like a small male dog. But the only thing is that's left over from her street dog days is she's insanely aggressive with food. She's what's the term? She's very food aggressive, and she guards her food really strictly. So I'm afraid if I got a dog her size, that there would be a lot of fights. And then I was like, well, maybe I could feed her in the bathroom. I could feed her in the bathroom and have it that way, you know? Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't mean this brag because this is not a brag. Waffles is a grade A fighter. Oh, look, a little Yorkie. My dog's friendly. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I think a little Yorkie might be cute, but the dogs I have are a boxer and an Australian cattle dog. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I've heard that they're really energetic. I used to have a neighbor, and she had borders. I think she had borders. She had a Merle border and the other type. I think it's a Merle and a Pearl. I'm not sure. But they were very energetic. I used to throw the ball for them at the dog park. And Waffles, oh, the neighbor had a dog named Floyd that she loved, but she had to give the dog away for a very sad reason. I don't want to get into it because it's going to kill the vibe, but it was a very sad reason she had to give the dog away. But the dog's happy now, so that's all that kind of matters. But yeah, they're super energetic. She is good girl. She is very energetic and she's very nosy. Like, she wants to know what that Yorkie is doing now. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Buddy loves soccer as long as the ball is a bit deflated so he can pick it up. Oh, that's so cute. Do you take them to the park? Oh, Waffles goes to the park a lot. No, as far as the balls go, she plays a lot of ball. Good girl. Do you want? Hold on, let me give her her little bit of water. Oh my God, I am so American. I love Stanley Cups with a big chunk of ice. Oh my God, that's heaven. I just started that recently. The boxers. Which mountain? Well, no, I won't ask which mountain because I don't want to give any idea. We live on a mountain, so basically he's always at the park. Wait, which state do you live in, Lebo? You don't, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable telling me, you don't have to. But a mountain? So like, I used to go to summer camp in North Carolina. I went to Camp Catalina. And what's it called? I used to think, oh my God, yes. Yeah, I'm going to be going to California on business in December. So I am heading out there, and the marketer who I'm doing the partner, she markets the courses and I write the courses. She's in San Diego, and I'm just like, and one of my good friends, we haven't talked in a while, but she's such a good copywriter. She lives in Orange Beach. Yeah, so if you have any recommendations for California, because I know when hurricane season is for Miami, it's from June to November. I don't know when her season is in California, but I want to avoid that as much as possible because, good girl, because from me, fire season is nothing to play with. And then like the fire that they had in Hawaii was super scary. Hold on. Excuse me. So yeah, so the fire that they had in Hawaii was terrifying because they didn't sound the alarm. So some people woke up and then all of a sudden it was like, oh boy. Have you been to Joshua Park? Oh, is it Joshua Tree Park? Sequoia, oh, that's the one with the big redwoods, right? I would love, these are like the most trees that we get. We just have pine trees and like Florida pine. my God. So I do a meditation at night, not every night, where I face the north and then ask for grounding energy. And then I like imagine myself in the center of a giant redwood tree and just like breathe in that grounding energy. Yeah. Oh my God. What's so funny is 2 years ago, I went to Salem for Halloween, and I was like so fascinated by all the trees there. We sat in the common air, like in the commons, and my friend Andrea and I, we sat in the commons, and I was just like, oh my God, this is such a treat, because it was just all these gorgeous trees, and it was like all these people dressed up for Halloween, because I'm a Halloween girl, and it was just so gorgeous. So gorgeous, and it was good, girl. Look at this dog. It was so gorgeous, and I was like, it's so nice trees. It's so, oh my God, it's so nice to have trees. I don't know, like I can't imagine what it's like to have trees and like not be terrified during hurricane season. I can't imagine. Miami or Salem? Because if you come to Miami's a good city, but I like have lived here since I was 8 years old, so I don't see it as this like fun party city. But if you do want to like party like a native, go to Coconut Grove. Don't go to South Beach. Very few people go to very few natives go to South Beach. It's very touristy, and like the Grove has a cooler vibe to it. It's like really cool. Yeah, so if you come to Miami, go to Coconut Grove, don't go to South Beach. And then if you get a good deal, let me know which area you get that really good deal in, because there's certain areas you should not travel in, and they're trying really hard to gentrify a lot of neighborhoods. And it's not me. Like I was watching this Instagram account. I've been following this Instagram account, and it was like asking for $1 million in like like in a neighborhood that's so unsafe, like crazy unsafe. And it was like, this is a perfect starter home, and the neighborhood's up and coming. That is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods I have ever been in my life. That is the only neighborhood that when I worked at a museum, we used to travel around in the museum van. That was the only time the van doors were locked, because we were like, you know, it was very unsafe. Do some research. Oh yeah, you will. Yeah, I don't know. When people are like, oh, I love Miami, I want to come, and it's like, do you mind if you don't mind telling me what makes it dangerous? Oh, a squirrel. There is a part of Miami that has just always gotten the bleep end of the stick, and it just always has. And the people there do not take kindly to, I mean, as long as that area has very rich history, but it's very tragic history as well. That's where the riots were held. I believe it was in the 80s, and I can't remember the name right now. It's Alan something. Was it Alan King or Alan Scott? Oh, I can't remember, but the riots were there. The Miami riots were there. And, so it's an area where people do not want their history taken away from them. They do not want their history taken away from them, because people are coming in and taking over like their apartment complexes and buying up the land and then charging them 3 times the size. Sorry, 3 times the amount. So they're rightfully very upset. And, so when you go to those neighborhoods, you have to go in very respectfully. You can't go in there like, ha, 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 I'm going to take over. Like you have to be very respectful going in, and a lot of people are not respectful. There's even a part of Coconut Grove where it's the old like sharecropper houses that people are just like, oh, that would make a really cute house. And it's like, I don't know. And another thing that bothers me so badly is how there used to be a lot of houses with great character. Oh, well, I used to work at History Miami. I worked at the local history museum. So I did the curriculum for the History Museum. Good girl. So I created the curriculum, and then I would go out to different schools and teach the curriculum. God, that was like 20 years ago. That was my favorite job, except for the one that I have now. That was my favorite job. I loved that job so much. And I was an honors English major, and I was a history minor. And oh my God, I love history so much. I need to start reading history books again. And I am convinced that in a past life, I was an Etruscan. And it's the only past life that I am certain about. Because I remember in 5th grade, we were taking out a history book, and we were reading about the Etruscans, and my first thought was, oh, I used to be an Etruscan. Oh my God, what's your favorite type of history? I love Etruscan history. I loved World War II. And then, then halfway through college, I had to start working because my promise to pay for my college got reneged. So I had to work. So I had to, kind of, oh God, it's gross. Ooh, the attack on Pearl Harbor. Yes, that's very interesting. I don't know. Wafi, come here. Good girl. Hold on, there's not unsavory dogs, but come here. 1 second. Oh, you got your little leg caught up. Let me have your leg. Let me have your leg, baby. Hold on. Yeah, the attack on Pearl Harbor was crazy. And it's so funny because, like, part of me wants to study history books from, like, other countries to kind of get more of a well-rounded view of what's going on, of what happened in our history. But I'm also like, I don't know because, like, was it the Germans? Because I lived in Germany for the first 5 years of my life. And it was, that the reason why the settlers came and established America, even though it was somewhere else, it belonged to the natives. It was manifest destiny. It was God's will that we come. And it was that they used very basic biological warfare with blankets that had smallpox and what have you. Oh, that looks like Max. So, it was the first instance of biological warfare, and everyone talks about it, and it wasn't like America was, deemed by God to be the greatest country in the world. So it's so interesting to kind of see that, like, difference, because, we have a lot of, propaganda in America. And so a lot of it is by birth, and we're indoctrinated right away. And it's so interesting that when you start peeling away the layers of indoctrination, what you see, and it's not even that I'm right or left, because I don't like either side at all. But it's just kind of interesting to see, like, how it's almost like constant dog whistles. Okay. Bye. Thank you. I'm going to get off too. Thank you so much for moderating. You are the best. And if you can do it again, that would be fabulous. But enjoy your modeling and animating.